I did it again. Okay, I'm gonna spare y'all with my singing, but I did do it again. I did go a little bit darker with my hair. That is not what this video is about, but I know that that's gonna be the first thing that you guys point out. So if you want any information on the exact color that I used, I will leave it in the description box. Moving on. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brandy and you're watching the Glam Belle, and today I'm here to talk about all of the things that I did in the beginning of my curly hair journey that actually I feel like was a mistake. This is going to be a very personalized video. These are the things that I feel like was a mistake for me and that I've just learned over the course of probably the last 5 to 6 years in regards to my own hair. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, you know the drill. Go ahead, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so that you're notified when I upload videos here on YouTube. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into this video. The first thing that I want to say about these mistakes and why I think it's so important to share with you guys, number one, because I want to be as real as I can with y'all, but two, most of these are things that I did based on what I was told or what I saw or what I researched. I know so many of you that are getting started on your curly hair journey, you're out there researching, you're trying to figure out what to do with your hair, you're following so many influencers and things to try to teach you, which there's nothing wrong with those, but this is what I want to tell you. You have to know your own hair first and then figure out what's best for your hair. So the very first mistake that I made when starting my curly hair journey, and I did this for quite a while, was using way too much product. I followed a lot of curly hair influencers. I guess the people that I followed, they probably had much thicker hair than me, much longer hair, much coarser hair than me. So I ended up following what they were doing with their hair, and most of the influencers that I followed used a lot of product for their hair. What I have learned over the years is that my hair is much, much thinner than what it looks, number one, and much thinner than a lot of other curly hair girls out there. I had to learn the hard way that the more product that I use, the more weighed down my hair became. Even if I used lightweight products, I still started to see that my hair was not getting the volume that I really liked, and I couldn't figure out what it was until it kind of, I had a light bulb moment and it clicked that I was using way too much product for my curly hair. I would say this to you, make sure that you're understanding the amount of product that your hair needs, not based off of anybody else's routine. My second mistake was trying to skip shampoo or doing a no poo shampoo. I did it because it was a trend, it was trendy, that's what everyone was saying to do in the beginning of my curly hair journey. So I jumped on that bandwagon and I used a no poo shampoo for quite a while, or I would try to skip shampooing, and my hair did not do well with that at all. My hair just got greasy. It felt like it got build up so quick. I felt like my scalp was itchy all the time. It just was not good for me. And skipping shampoo was one of those things that it was trending in the curly hair world. So I tried it and it was not for me. It did not work for me and my hair and my scalp. And that was definitely a big mistake on my part to try to follow that trend. And that kind of goes right into the next mistake that I made. And that was using products because they were popular versus because they worked for my hair. I was a product junkie, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still kind of a product junkie because I love trying out new products. I love seeing what's new on the market, how products work with my particular hair type. But I definitely, in the beginning of my journey, gravitated towards all of the products that were the most popular, the most sought after, the ones that you heard people talk about the most. To be honest, many times people are talking about them because companies are reaching out to influencers, and it becomes like, again, it's like a product that's a trend because so many influencers are testing out that product because these companies are reaching out to them. And I'm not saying that they don't work for everyone, but I am saying that I definitely gravitated towards the more popular products. And many times it was like, they just didn't work for my hair type, and I tried so hard to make them work because they were so popular, because I saw all the big influencers using them. But again, it goes back to, you have to know your hair. Testing out a product is totally fine, but trying to make a product work because it's popular versus trying to find a product that really does work for your hair, no matter whether nobody in this world has heard of that product before or not. If it works for your hair, then use that product. My next mistake, and I want to reiterate, because I don't want you guys to see this video and think that I'm telling you not to do these things or to do these things. I want you guys to walk away from this video feeling like you want to know your hair the best and figure out what's going to work best for your hair. And of course that comes with trial and error. My next big mistake was getting rid of all silicones and sulfates. Yes, sulfates can definitely be very harsh to the hair, so it's not something that I recommend using all of the time, but sulfates do actually help to strip the hair of any buildup, to really get all the nasty buildup off of the hair, and kind of like gives the hair a restart, a fresh start. You can find sulfate-free clarifying shampoos, which I tend to gravitate towards, but I am definitely not opposed to using a sulfate once in a while on my hair, just to make sure that I'm getting rid of any gunk and buildup that could possibly be on the hair. And then the other thing is silicones. I know silicones has definitely been a taboo subject in the curly hair world. Listen, if you go back and watch some of my curly hair videos, you will hear me talk about, don't use silicones, don't use silicones. They build up over time on your hair, and then they just give you this false sense of like shininess on the hair, and then they weigh the hair down, all that jazz. I get it. But if you're clarifying your hair, you know, on a regular basis, once a month or so, you're gonna be getting rid of all of that buildup as it is. But what I will tell you about silicones, especially if you have damaged hair, they can provide a nice barrier for the hair, so that it doesn't get more damaged. So when I was going through my bleaching disaster, my protein overload and all of that, you can watch my previous videos on that, I did find that I needed to put a little bit of silicone on my hair to give my hair a little bit of that barrier while I tried to heal that damage. My hair definitely is so much better. Like, it's at a really, really good place now, and I do attribute that to partially using some silicones on my hair. For me and my hair, I have found that my hair actually does well with silicone, and I don't have any problems with that, considering that I do clarify my hair on a regular basis. This next big mistake is definitely one that I made on my own, and that was not trimming my hair enough. I know I've said this in previous videos as well. This is not something that I really kind of saw and then imitated. This is something that in my own brain I was like, oh, I want my hair longer, so I'm just not gonna trim it, and I'm gonna go 6, 8 months, 12 months without trimming my hair at all. And what I found is, when you do not trim your hair on a regular basis, those split ends start, and it will continue to split. Yes, your hair may be getting longer, but it's not getting healthier. By the time you do cut your hair, you're gonna have to cut a lot more hair off to get rid of those split ends so that they don't continue to split up. Getting my hair trimmed on a regular basis is something that I definitely had to learn the hard way, and it's a mistake that I won't make anymore, even if that means me trimming my hair at home just to make it easier and quicker. And then my last big mistake, which kind of encompasses all of this in one, is following popular curly hair methods. I'm not saying that any of them are wrong. You do whatever works best for your hair. But I found, for me, I got so stuck in my head on this is a method that I have to follow, and I have to follow it to a T, and if I don't, then I'm not doing it right, and then if my curls don't look good one day, it's because I made a mistake with that method. And it became this like beating myself up over my hair, which is like, It's insane. Like, your hair should not, you shouldn't have to think about your hair all day, every day. So it kind of like was trying to follow these methods and trying to do all the right things, just really, it started to make me go a little bit crazy and made me just feel really bad about myself if I didn't get those perfect results. I don't care what curly hair influencer you follow, their hair does not look amazing every single day. We all have bad hair days. We all have days that we want to pull our hair out. We all have days that all we want to do is put it up in a messy bun because it doesn't want to cooperate. I, for one, am not gonna sit and pretend like I love my hair every single day, because that is not the reality of it. Curly hair can be very difficult. It can be hard to tame. It can be hard to figure out the right products, but you can learn to love and embrace your hair even on the days that it doesn't want to cooperate and look its best. So no longer am I seeking certain methods or certain popular things to follow when it comes to curly hair. I am simply listening to my own hair and figuring out what it needs, what it likes, and how I can get the best results based on me listening to my own hair's needs. And that is it for this video. I really hope that you guys kind of take this to heart and don't take it as me telling you what to do. I just want to be really open and honest about my own hair journey and what I've learned over the last, 5-6 years of following my curly hair journey and figuring out what my hair likes and what it doesn't like. So I hope this was helpful to you. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.